again for Emmitt Smith.
13-3 Jets, end of the third quarter.
He was willing to die for his country, but not as a falsely accused spy.
I'm not a spy, and I was never a spy.
60 Minutes, tonight.
One team will be eliminated. Don't miss the stunning new Amazing Race Tuesday.
Daily.
Run for Crew.
Offside, defense, 5 yards, repeat first down.
Monday on CBS. For years, Raymond has always been his mother's favorite, but now Ray's brother is suddenly the #1 son. What caused this unexpected change of heart? Find out on A New Raymond, Monday at 9, 8 Central, here on CBS, America's #1 network. So spot the ball at the 30-yard line, and now a 1st and 5 as they accept the penalty. Larry Kroon remains in there. He's the rookie out of UNLV. 23-year-old getting an opportunity with a toe injury to Emmitt Smith. 2 tight ends in the formation. King has the time. The flip, incomplete. He looked for Kroon out over the middle, and Jonathan Vilma was like a blanket.
I do think Sean King can be a little bit more patient going through his progressions in the passing game. Tends to move maybe a little too quick. That time the protection did hold up. I think he was a little bit quick in going to his check down, trying to get it to the running back. Keep the vision up the field, and Josh McCown talking to his head coach Dennis Green as they consult one another. But you know, Sean can slow it down a little bit, keep his eyes upfield, and try to get the ball to the receiver.
We're just underway here in the fourth quarter. Jets with a 10-point advantage and a 2nd and 5 for Arizona. Handoff. It's Crew cutting it back, and the Jets in pursuit. David Barrett, the former Cardinal, ranging over, and it's a loss of 2 for Crew.
Barrett is playing that cover 2 corner, and he just comes up. The ball's going to bounce all the way outside, and watch Barrett comes up from his corner position to secure the tackle. See him coming, and this is where they have this play just hemmed in. He was never able to get it outside. Should have probably committed sooner to getting vertical on that run play, because you're not going to be able to get outside with David Barrett at that cornerback position.
Arizona had a 1st and 5, now face a 3rd and 7. They back it up after the 2-yard loss. High toss for Ion Baldejo. Can he create a first down? Forced out of bounds. Ion Baldejo gets the necessary yardage. Stepanovic with a key block in the center. It's a 13-yard gain.
The screenplay is all about deception, allowing the defenders to come flowing in, and you'll see them. They'll just all come rushing up the field. But watch, once they get in, watch how he lost this pass in perfect position. Ryan Badejo can not only make the catch, but make yards after he's able to haul it in, and that's why he's able to pick up the first down. The timing was perfect.
13:28 to go, fourth quarter. Handoff to Kroon. Cannot cut it to the outside. Eric Barton able to swill that one from the beginning. And it's a loss of 3 on the play.
Jets defense has been really good today down inside the red zone. Cardinals moved it at time. Once they get into the red zone, the Jets defense has been able to stiffen up, be called on to do so yet again, because their offense now starting to click. So the defense is now going to have to stand up.
And back it up just inside the 22-yard line for the Cardinals. Out of the shotgun, King looking to throw. Lofts it. Intercepted by Vilma. The Jet linebacker able to come up with it. And Arizona turns it over.
Sean King should be very disappointed in himself. He had his receiver, Larry Fitzgerald, wide open going down the middle of the field. This ball's underthrown, thrown right to the linebacker, Jonathan Vilma, making his job very easy.
Takeaway for New York, leading by 10.
Get ready for a whole new kind of Dodge. Introducing the all-new Magnum SXT with a 3.5-liter high-output engine and all-speed traction control. Open it up and find a tri-fold cargo floor, unique access liftgate, even a powerful Boston acoustic sound system. Dodge Magnum SXT, a whole different ride. Velocity meets versatility. The all-new Magnum starting at $22,495, only at your Dodge dealer.
My brother. He may be the famous Kringle.
David!
But he's always had help. I could never compete. Well, now, I've got some helpers of my own. And they don't smell like reindeer.
Well, he's been good.
Big screen good or plasma good?
Big screen good. There's only one Kris Kringle. For the rest of us, there's Best Buy.
Do you believe in Santa Claus?
Absolutely.
He helped me pick this up.
This holiday, how can you possibly thank the woman who always believed in you? A 3-stone diamond ring from Kay Jewelers would be a great start. And you can be assured of 2 things. Every diamond is hand-selected to match beautifully. And she'll absolutely love it.
Can I give you folks a lift?
Every kiss begins with K.
Max the Angel is back with a new partner.
You've never been in the field before.
And they'll go to extremes to bring 2 lonely hearts together.
Well, I really made a mess of things.
We got a lot of work to do. I have a problem called Wild on the Beach.
Peter Falk and Katie Seagal, When Angels Come to Town, CBS tonight.
Costly turnovers when you have scoring opportunities. That's been the story this season for Arizona. Cardinals give it away on an interception by Vilma, and the Jets get it back. A 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Handoff to Curtis Martin. And a penalty marker thrown down.
Okay, here's the coverage by Vilma, but here's Larry Fitzgerald, who's going to get deep behind Jonathan Vilma. The arc on this ball isn't high enough. It's not thrown far enough because Larry Fitzgerald's going to come wide open. See the ball thrown on a straight line right into the hands of Jonathan Vilma. Now 4 interceptions in 2 games for Sean King. Josh McCown had thrown 4 interceptions in the previous 9 games that he was able to play in.
Holding called against the Jets, so back it up. Line of scrimmage is now just shy of the 6-yard line. And a 1st and 15. Jordan now in there. The count is up and throwing along the Cardinals sideline. Jets have a long way to go here, but they've got a 13-3 lead. They just don't want to make a bad mistake deep in their own territory. There's Carter on the handoff. Jordan able to get through the hole and carry to the 10-yard line. Pick up a 4. McKinnon involved in the stop once again for Arizona.
Patience is the key for the Jets in their running game today, because McKinnon and the other linebackers, James Darling, I think have done a good job of getting into the gaps and shutting down the Jets running game at times, but there has been time when the Jets have found plenty of room to run, maybe hitting it on the other side away from the blitzing linebacker. So their ability to stick with the running game, understanding that they're going to hit some, and so you have to stick with it.
2nd and 11 after the holding call. Able to get back near the original line of scrimmage. Rush coming. Carter throws another deep ball. Down the sideline. Jonathan Carter. Out of bounds. Did not get it as a penalty marker was thrown back at the 18-yard line. David Macklin in one-on-one coverage. Another flag thrown. 7 penalties today against the Jets. They have been the least penalized team over the last 4 years under Herman Edwards.
Illegal contact on the defense. 5 yards, automatic 1st down.
And that is the 6th penalty called against Arizona today.
Oh, they're putting pressure on the quarterback, but you got to give Quincy Carter credit, shaking off the hit early in the game and standing in there, delivering the ball. How about Paul Hackett understanding who he has in the game right now at quarterback? We're not used to seeing the Jets take so many shots deep in the game with Chad Pennington's playing, understanding that it's a strong suit of Quincy Carter's, throwing the ball deep, and he's calling more deep throws. Very close to hitting one that time, already connecting on a 68-yarder to Santana Moss.
On the toss, Jordan slipped down as Jordan was unable to cut it upfield. and left some yardage there, and Jordan knows it with a smile on his face. Wednesday on CBS, a cop is murdered. For CSI New York, no other case will push them harder or make emotions run higher than finding the killer of one of their own. A new CSI New York, Wednesday at 10, 9 Central on CBS. Chad Pennington in the role as a spectator once again with a headset on. 2nd and 12 for the Jets. Short drop, quick throw, a slant to Carter. Well, Jonathan Carter has been involved today in the passing game. David Macklin in coverage. 11-yard gain.
And Quincy Carter starting to get into rhythm. 3-step drop balls out of his hands. Right on target and good rhythm with Jonathan Carter cutting underneath David Macklin. Plenty of room after the catch to be able to run for even more yards as they move the chains. Close now to 3rd and 1. Should be able to pick up this first down, but where they started this drive, you can see they're starting to get in rhythm on offense.
Passing yards, 116 of them in the second half. The big one to Moss. On 3rd down, Martin trying to push himself forward. It looked like he got enough. If they spot the football where he ended up. Bertrand Berry combining with Pepe Zellner to bring him down. And yes, it is a first down. Look at the placement out across the 25-yard line, which means the Jets can use more clock, a 1-yard gain.
And it all starts up front with their offensive line. You know, Pete Kendall came over from the Arizona Cardinals, and what a find for Herman Edwards to be able to add him to what is a really good offensive line right now next to Kevin Moreeeee, ranking as one of the best, I think, offensive lines in the league. So when you get 3rd and 1, very easy to convert with this group.
On 1st down, fake the handoff, roll out, throwing on the run, complete to Santana Moss, and a 1st down for the Jets.
You don't think Quincy Carter's now getting some rhythm, throwing the football? They come with the play action, see the fake, then the boot, come out and see no pass rush, no real good tight coverage on Santana Moss. Talked about being able to work more with Santana Moss. I think the two are starting to get into rhythm as he is starting to do with Jonathan Carter.
An 11-yard dart, Carter to Moss. Darnell Dockett is shaken up, the rookie from Florida State. And Dockett has been nursing a groin injury. We'll step aside.
To prove Aspen Edge has more taste than Michelob Ultra, we asked light beer drinkers for their thoughts. Okay, guys, take a small sip and...
sir, you want to bring that glass back, sir?
Light beer drinkers agree. Aspen Edge has more taste than Michelob Ultra.
You want anything from McDonald's?
Whatever, you know what I like.
Sure.
I have no clue what she likes. Ooh, a lot of choices on the dollar menu.
That. All of it.
And here's something else you'll love. National Treasure. Only in theaters rated PG.
Whoa. Oh. The all-new Dodge Dakota.
Nice, yeah.
With the only V8 in its class.
This is gonna look great in our bedroom. You are such an...
And the most overall interior room.
wonderful man.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Thank You from Citi, a new kind of rewards program from a card you can count on. Canon, the official camera, binocular, and photo printer of the NFL. And by Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Dodge.
No sign of that rain that they talked about before the game. The big 10% chance here in Tempe, Arizona. Picturesque city. 13-3, Jets leading Arizona with 9:14 to go in the fourth quarter. On a 1st and 10, handoff. Martin trying to bounce it to the outside, back inside, and falls forward as McKinnon combines with Darling to bring him down. Tuesday on CBS, The Amazing Race is off to a running start, and critics are already saying it's as thrilling as ever. In this global competition, it's not how far they go, but what happens along the way. Don't miss the new Amazing Race. That's Tuesday at 9, 8 Central on CBS. 20 carries, 79 yards for Martin. That was a 2-yard run. 2nd and 8. Darnell Dockett is back out there after he limped off the field. Motion man Gerald Soule. Martin again with a head of steam. And Curtis Martin out across the 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain for Martin, setting up a 3rd and short. NFL Today update, Greg Gumbel.
All right, thanks, Ian. The Patriots putting a little room between themselves and the Ravens now. Corey Dillon, 1-yard touchdown run. He also made the 2-point conversion. 17-3 now. New England leading Baltimore early in the 4th, guys.
And what a difference maker Corey Dillon has been for this football team.
He allows them to, I think, play with more power, more strength on offense, just adding to what is already a very diverse football team.
Now a 3rd and 3. McCarron's the motion man for the Jets. On the handoff, Martin, he fumbles it. Able to get it back. Martin recovers it. Would not have had enough for the first down. He went down very quickly. A loss of 1 as Arizona was ready.
Watch how they blitz and get penetration into the backfield, colliding at the ball carrier, knocking that ball loose. Ronaldo Hill, James Darling getting penetration into the Jets backfield. Lucky for Curtis Martin, the ball bounced right back to him.
Toby Cohen will punt it. Carl Williams standing at his own 20. 5th of the day for Cohen. Line drive takes a bounce. A Jets roll inside the 25. And that's where the Jets will touch it up. Cardinals will have it 1st and 10 at the 25 after the 33-yard punt by Cohen. Josh McCown coming into the game to run the offense for the Cardinals.
Honey, how about some nice fresh lemonade?
The 500 horsepower Dodge Ram SRT-10.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey. The fastest production truck in the world.
Of all the innovations of the past 100 years, arguably the greatest are the forward pass and the ability to catch the forward pass. The Canon Digital Rebel, a 6.3 megapixel SLR with the revolutionary Digic chip and CMOS technology. The game has changed. The Digital Rebel, the culmination of 68 years of Canon know-how.
Get the concentrated power of Nextel in a compact package. Phones start at just $79.99. Call 800-NEXTEL-9 or visit Nextel.com.
Monday, catch TV's most watched hour of comedy. First, Grace Brothers, suddenly Mom's favorite.
Thought your mom was making pancakes.
She gave the good ones to Robert. I had less on my plate than he had on his face.
Then, this songwriter faces his toughest critic, his nephew.
That really blows.
Yeah, well, you're still short.
New 2.5 Men right after A New Raymond, CBS Monday.
Josh McCown started the first 9 games at quarterback for Arizona this season. Benched last week. He had 90 yards passing in a win over the Giants. That was part of Green's decision to go with King. Now, McCown gets a crack at this Jets defense. Handoff to Larry Kroon. Kroon with a modest gain of 4 yards on first down. Abraham and Ferguson combined. What about the decision by Green?
Well, I'm sure he took Sean King out of the game for the same reason that he had benched Josh McCown, the inability to score touchdowns. The one interception that we showed you, they were knocking at the door inside of the red zone, squandered a tremendous opportunity. That pass should have been a touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 6 from the 29. McCown looking to throw in the pocket. He throws on the money to Bolden. He lost the football, knocked around, and the Jets recover it. It's Vilma. And Quan Bolden trying to make something happen after the catch. Coughed it up, and Jonathan Vilma Johnny on the spot comes up with it.
And Josh McCown quickly ran over to Anquan Bowden saying, hey, we'll get a chance. But you see the lively throw by Josh McCown. He has all the talent you want to see, except not getting his team into the end zone. He made a football move after the catch. David Barrett with the strip. The Jets get the recovery.
What are you holding now?
A six-pack.
A six-pack? Brilliant! What'd you do?
Well, I figured out how to carry 6 beers at the same time.
Carry 6 beers at the same time? Brilliant! Let's drink them.
You know, I've been thinking, it might not be the smartest idea to drink 6 beers at the same time.
Don't drink 6 beers at the same time? Brilliant!
Brilliant!
Drink Guinness draft straight from the bottle, and always enjoy it responsibly.
Brilliant!
Not in our house, buddy. Not today.
Oh, no! This ain't going down! Not today, Johnny! No!
Not today.
Not today!
Not tomorrow.
Nobody coming in here! Not in our house!
Visa, official card of the NFL and the house of the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots, where they accept no other card to get you in. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
For the past 2 years, my mom has been the team mom. She likes the Knicks a lot. She watches very closely what we eat.
Boys, what is this?
And of course, she makes sure we eat our Campbell's chunky soup, like new savory beef pot roast.
How about those big chunks of beef and veggies?
Our team's a family, and she's the mom.
Campbell's Chunky. It fills you up right.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Guinness Draft Stout. Drink responsibly. Brilliant. And by Campbell's Chunky Soup with big chunks of meat and veggies. It fills you up right.
Back-to-back turnovers. 2 turnovers within the last 3 plays from scrimmage for Arizona. After Anquan Bowden fumbled, Jonathan Vilma had the interception, then the fumble recovery. And now the Jets get it back. First and 10 at the 44. Mark Jordan in the backfield, leading 13-3. Carter on the handoff. And Jordan trying to break free as he carries to the 45. Picks up a yard and a half. Tonight on CBS begins with America's #1 news magazine, 60 Minutes, followed by a new episode of Cold Case. Then Peter Falk and Katie Seagal star in an original holiday movie premiere, When Angels Come to Town. That's tonight on CBS, America's most watched network.
And now the Jets have to look to put this game away, using their offensive line, using the running game. Don't want to take too many chances trying to throw the football, but certainly using the running game to put this game away.
Martin has 83 yards on the ground. Jordan with 29. It's Martin who's in there now on a 2nd and long, able to break free of 1 tackler. And Martin sidestepping his way to the 46-yard line. Ronald McKinnon getting over there to make the stop. AFC East, Jets looking to improve to 8-3. New England Patriots are pasting the Baltimore Ravens today.
Making easy work of it. So I told you that this was a huge game for the Jets if they're going to try to stay on the heels of the New England Patriots. So it's a big win for them. So far, so good. 10-point lead with 5 minutes to go. Give the ball to the running backs and let them make something happen.
Jets open the season 5-0. This week, Terry Bradway, their GM, got a 2-year contract extension through 2007. Jets trying to solidify the front office and the coaching staff. Handoff up the middle, Martin. First down for the Jets. Carries it inside the 40-yard line. James Darling could not bring him down. A 15-yard gain and more clock used by New York.
Darling came in unblocked and wasn't able to make the tackle. So you see what the Jets are facing in the weeks to come. We told you about that 4-game stretch at the end. Pittsburgh, then Seattle, New England, and then on the road at St. Louis to face the Rams. What will probably be a shootout. The Rams are very tough when they're at home on turf. Very fast football team.
Martin with 99 yards rushing, 24 carries. We approach 4 minutes to go now, 4th quarter. First down with Jordan in the backfield. And off to Jordan. And Jordan able to avoid the first man. Turn it into a 2-yard gain. Easily could have been a loss. Ronald McKinnon in on the stop. Strength of schedule for games left. If you're looking at the toughest schedules, Jets right there with the Cincinnati Bengals. Arizona, the faint playoff hopes. They take a major jolt with a loss here today.
And is it fair for the Patriots to be one of the three with the easiest schedules down the stretch?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Really, it doesn't.
Timeout. 4 minutes left.
When you get nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, even diarrhea. Hey, there's Pepto-Bismol. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Yay, Pepto-Bismol!
For 5 different stomach problems, Pink does more than you think. Introducing cherry-flavored Pepto-Bismol. The great new taste everyone will love. And that's reason to dance.
New Cherry Pepto! New Cherry Pepto!
Cherry Pepto tastes great.
4 minutes left. We're in the fourth quarter here in Tempe, Arizona. The Jets 13, the Cardinals 3. Jets using as much clock as possible, trying to put this one away. 2nd and 8. Bootleg. Carter, short toss. Gerald Soule is driven out of bounds. Combination of Dansby along with McKinnon there to force him out. It's a 2-yard gain.
He was driven under the bench more than out of bounds.
Tonight on 60 Minutes, the 12-year-old they're calling the greatest child genius in over 2 centuries. What's his gift? You can find out on 60 Minutes tonight. I'm curious. It's piqued my interest.
One of the many gifted kids we have running around. I run into them every day when I drop my kids off at school.
Are you throwing your kids into that mix, by the way?
Not quite. Not quite.
That's cold. I'm trying to set you up here. On a 3rd and 6 upcoming for the Jets, the AFC playoff picture. The Steelers 10-1, New England about to move to 10-1. How about the San Diego Chargers 8-3? Peyton Manning putting on a clinic. Colts are 8-3, and that's when Baltimore looks to move to 7-4. Jets will get that step up in the wild card race if they hold on for a victory here.
And with Jacksonville taking a step backwards, that's also helping Denver, the Jets, and then Baltimore, because at the end, those teams are going to be in position. You know, the Jets are probably looking at a wild card with what the Patriots are doing in their division. So they have to keep an eye on some of those other teams.
It's a 3rd and 5. Under 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Jordan is back there. He'll get the call. Jordan accelerating. First down. And Lamont Jordan able to take it across the 25. A flag thrown.
Holding 88 offense. 10 yards. Repeat, 3rd down.
A muffled microphone, but it sounded like 88, Anthony Becht. So that negates the first down. And instead of the Jets being able to rip off another 2 minutes of the clock, now they're going to have to go out and earn it.
Also negating a strong run by Lamont Jordan, who said he wants to make every touch count. Remember, he sat down with us and told us he wants to make it tough on the coaches to take him out of the game, because every time he comes in, he makes something happen. Very good at breaking tackles and moving the chains. Really would, I think, be good with where Curtis Martin is right now in his career. I think it would be incumbent upon the Jets to try to do something to keep Lamont Jordan in the fold.
It's going to be tough. Oakland Raiders are very interested. There are other teams that might be willing to make him a starter. It's Jordan again. And Jordan, shake and bake move out across the 40, well short of a first down. How about when we asked Jordan about Emmitt Smith? He said he didn't follow running backs. He liked quarterbacks. He liked John Elway. Let's go to New York. Greg Gumbel, we like him.
All right, and Baltimore in New England. The Patriots just putting the cap on this one. Kyle Bowler loses the handle, rolls into the end zone. Jarvis Green recovers for his first career touchdown. It's all New England at this point, 24-3, coming up on 10 minutes to play in the fourth, guys.
Yeah, why not? A defensive touchdown, tack that on for good measure, and the New England Patriots, as they're checking out cornerback Ronaldo Hill in his 4th year from Michigan State, a 7th-round draft pick, and he's able to get up on his own power, but limping as he makes his way to the Arizona sideline. Well, the Jets, you wouldn't think it, that they'd have 320 yards of total offense. But once again, defensively, a week ago they held Cleveland to 216 yards of offense. They've done it again against Arizona.
I think that's one of the areas that isn't talked about enough. How much the Jets defense has improved under their new coordinator, Donnie Henderson, who I think does an excellent job of staying aggressive and coming after quarterbacks and shutting down the running game. They're very sound in everything they do.
Going to Williams. Did he touch that? The Jets felt that he may have. Williams claims it didn't graze him as Roderick Bryant pointing in the direction of Williams. And they're just going to down it deep inside Arizona territory. Did this hit Williams?
Well, let's take a look at it. It appeared to be close. Right there, he falls away from it. I'm not sure if he fell intentionally, but certainly falling away, moving the hand back, and I think it was close, but no touch.
Well, Bryant took a chance. Officials called him out on it, and Arizona will have it 1st and 10 at the 16. This is still a 2-possession game, with McCown in there replacing King, who replaced McCown last week. McCown throwing on 1st down, incomplete. Put a little mustard on that one, and Quan Bolden unable to catch it along the sideline.
Well, Arizona missing out on a huge opportunity today, trailing by 10. Could have moved into a tie for 2nd place with the St. Louis Rams, who are playing in the Monday night game up in Green Bay. And then Seattle losing earlier today, falling back. They're now 6-4, so Arizona still in the hunt.
Well, actually, Seattle playing right now, they're going to drop to 6-5 with Buffalo all over the Seahawks. Just think about how tight things could have been if Arizona would have come up with a win here today. A flag thrown, 3:03 mark, 4th quarter. Jets lead it 13-3. And we hear from the veteran referee, Jerry Austin.
Defense, 5 yards, and still 2nd down.
Works against the Jets. Arizona's remaining games on the road at Detroit, then San Francisco, St. Louis, Seattle, and Tampa Bay. That is a manageable schedule if the Cardinals had come up with the W.
Yeah, it's still in their control, because you think about a win against Detroit and San Francisco, and then the 2 teams standing on top of them in this division, Seattle and St. Louis, so they still could, manage their own destiny in terms of trying to win the division.
3 minutes left. Cardinals have no timeouts remaining. They do have the 2-minute warning. Throwing on the run to Freddie Jones. And Jones is forced out towards the sideline. 2:54 to go. We are in the 4th quarter, and a solid gainer for McCown and Jones as they hook up for a 1st down.
Josh McCown, and as you take a look at Sean King, who's told us he was very grateful to have second chance to become a starting quarterback, and not coming out getting it done today. So it's going to be interesting to see what his organization is going to do. Will they hand it back over to Josh McCown?
Out of the shotgun, throwing tight spiral to Bolden, who ducks out of bounds with 2:47 to go in the 4th quarter, and very close to a 1st down.
McCown, he can play. Remember, he was the team that led them at the end of last year in that huge upset win over the Minnesota Vikings to knock the Vikings out of the playoffs. But he's very capable, still a young quarterback, a 1st-year starter. So, it's going to be interesting to see what they do at that position.
A correction, Arizona does have 1 timeout remaining, and here's McCown. Sidearm toss to Kroon. And Kroon shy of the 1st down marker. Donnie Abraham will be given credit for the stop. 2:35 and counting left in the 4th quarter. That's an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2 from the 43 for the Cardinals. Out of the gun, McCown. Rush coming. McCown gets rid of it. It's caught. Bolden. Out of bounds. Out across the 30-yard line. So the Cardinals will not go quietly. 2:15 remaining. That's a 14-yard pass play.
And they're starting to make some plays. This is a long throw to the other side of the field by Josh McCown. But look at Anquan Bolden coming back to the ball, cutting in front of Terrell Buckley, who thought he had an interception on that play. And so now as they start to knock on the door, creating a huge opportunity to score a touchdown.
8 catches, 86 yards for Bolden. 2:15 remaining. McCown, timing pattern, up high, and Jones took a stab at it with 1 arm. He wanted a flag thrown in a matchup with the linebacker Eric Barton.
And there was contact. Barton had his hands on Freddie Jones, who was only able to get one arm extended to try to haul the ball in. So let's see if there's any contact between the tight end and the linebacker. I think they were both jostling for position as the ball was coming in.
There was a late push from Barton, but tough to tell whether or not he had made the kind of contact that impeded the opportunity for Jones to come up with it. Here's McCown off his back foot, throwing to the end zone, broken up. He was looking for Bolden, but Terrell Buckley able to make the play on defense.
And the ball was thrown very well. You have to give credit to Buckley. Watch how he gets his head around. See, he falls into that trail technique, but see him get his head around and come back underneath, playing the ball at its highest point. Get a hand up to knock this ball down, but it's his ability to get his head around and get vision on the football allows him to get the timing on the jump needed to defend the pass.
3rd and 10 now for Arizona. 2:04 left to go. Jets up by 10. Here's McCown stepping up. McCown has the time. Under 2 minutes to play now. McCown throwing to the end zone. Picked off. It's intercepted. That is sweet justice for David Barrett, the former Cardinal who ended up signing with the New York Jets. 3-year starter in Arizona, and he's got his first interception in a Jet uniform.
McCown is just scrambling around looking for a red jersey to throw the ball to, knowing he has to take a shot in the end zone, yet a careless throw as David Barrett slams the door shut.
Everyone's favorite thieves are back.
What do y'all do?
My husband and I, he's retired.
They're all back.
We need a job. We need a high-paying job. We're too hot to work anywhere in this country. Where are we going?
And they're doing a number on Europe.
The next time I see you, I'm arresting you.
That means it's yes. Well, you better. Yeah.
Ocean's 12, rated PG-13, starts Friday, December 10th.
You decorated the tree. We should take a picture. Everybody get around the tree, okay? Say cheese.
Come on, take the hint. Staples has the digital cameras everybody wants this year, and we make it easy with top brands, trained associates, and everything you need to bring your pictures to life.
Oh, get one with me and the dog. Just push here.
Staples, that was easy.
Describe the perfect day, Liz.
Well, we're driving to the lake. The kids watch a DVD, and Joe and I have some quality time.
Joe?
Okay, we're barreling along. The Hemi's kicking some serious butt. Then we fish.
Ah, see, you're not traveling in the same vehicle.
The all-new Durango. Big size, smooth ride, Hemi power.
What a quack.
Now through November 30th, make no monthly payments until April and get a total savings of up to $5,700 on Durango.
The smash hit, The Amazing Race, has just begun. The wrestlers can't count their way out of a roadblock.
That's not good.
God, where? The models keep their cool in a bar made of ice.
You're doing great.
And finding a clue in a haystack could push the entrepreneurs over the edge.
I can't breathe.
Victoria! Don't miss a new Amazing Race, Tuesday.
Tonight on CBS, America's #1 news magazine, 60 Minutes, followed by a new episode of Cold Case. Then, Peter Falk and Katie Seagal star in an original holiday movie premiere, When Angels Come to Town. That's tonight on CBS, America's most watched network. So the Jet fans that made their way to the Valley of the Sun, celebrating with 1:50 to go in the 4th quarter. Arizona has the 1 timeout left, and the Jets have the 13-3 lead. Handed off. It's Jordan up the gut. And Jordan able to carry for no gain. Now to 1:38 left. Now 1:39. Excuse me, as Arizona takes its final timeout. Brooks Bollinger in the first half didn't make any mistakes. And that's key in a game like this where field position and offense came at such a premium. When Quincy Carter went down, Bollinger handled the position with poise.
Bollinger showed very well when he came into this game. I thought he even threw the ball very well, going 5 for 9, 60 yards, made some capable throws, enough to allow the offense to stay balanced, allow them to stay competitive in this game, and as you said, was able to avoid those egregious errors that you don't want the quarterback to make, turning the ball over, And so that's why he was able to buy some time until Quincy Carter could clear the cobwebs and regain his composure. Then Carter came back in the second half and I think was just red hot, made some big time throws in this game and really gave this offense another dimension, something that they hadn't had all year, the ability to strike deep with the deep pass.
7 of 8, Carter throwing the ball in the second half. He's 8 of 12 overall, 133 yards. On the kick, Lamont Jordan. Out across the 15-yard line, he picks up 4 yards. Curtis Martin will finish with 99 yards on 24 carries. We give the Jets the win. And New York now 8-3. Baltimore on the verge of falling to 7-4.
Well, the Jets came out and took care of their business, something Herman Edwards really wanted them to do. You know, they came out on Friday, was able to practice on Saturday, and so I think the way that they've been able to manage this team and manage the talent despite not having their quarterback Chad Pennington, they've done very well now 2-1 in his absence.
3rd and 6. Jordan trying to work his way for the first down. He's going to come up short. First time the Jets have come to Arizona since October of 1996. You might remember that as the only win that season for Rich Kotite and the Jets. The executive producers of the NFL on CBS, Sean McManus and Tony Battiti. Today's game produced by Bob Dekas, directed by Larry Cavallina. The senior producer of CBS Sports and the NFL Today is Eric Mann, director Bob Matina. Coordinating producer of CBS Sports, Harold Bryant. The associate director of today's game, Andy Kaplan. Broadcast associate, Josh Hall. Technical manager, Rick Godwin. Technical director, Norm Patterson. Audio supervisor, Phil Adler. And we thank everybody involved today with our crew here at CBS. Jets a 13-3 lead, only 14 seconds remain. And the Jets take a timeout just to make sure everybody's on the same page here. They face a 4th down. Would have loved to have run out the clock, but couldn't do so. And now are forced to punt it with 14 seconds left. For Quincy Carter, it's a tryout for other teams to take a peek at what Carter still has to offer. And certainly the highlight reel is going to include his long pass that was perfectly thrown to Santana Moss.
And you have to wonder, because you know he's good enough to be a starter and wants to be a starter. And, you know, with Chad Pennington in tow here, you know the job belongs to him. But he talked to us about staying with Herman Edwards and Paul Hackett and learning this West Coast offense as a good base for the rest of his career.
Carl Williams is bottled up after the punt. Darryl McClover making it down the field. So Carter had that head injury first series of the day and then able to come back in that second quarter. Herman Edwards, his defensive coordinator, Donnie Henderson, they hit the road and they get the win they needed to improve to 8-3. It was ugly last week in Cleveland. I guess you could say this one was a bit prettier, but we're not talking about a work of art. This was not a Picasso either.
Needed a lot of makeup to make it pretty, if we could even call it that. But certainly a good enough win, because they were solid, I think, on both sides of the ball. Had to weather the storm after losing Quincy Carter early.
McCown had it intercepted on the final play by Terrell Buckley. Number 3 among active defensive players in career interceptions. And that's it. The Jets win it in Arizona, 13-3 the final. Herman Edwards and company, they get the win. For Solomon Wilcots, this is Ian Eagle as we say goodbye and head to New York.
All right, Ian.
We now join this Orbit ESPN program already in progress.
NFL primetime, there's no turkey hangover here. Cincinnati and Cleveland light up the scoreboard right into the record books. Talk about TDs. How many would San Diego and Kansas City put in the end zone? Eli shows us the good and